Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. We are not live. We're recorded right here in the morning. Hey, what's up? It is 4:54. By the way, guys, hey, if you need a professional photo shoot out there with 30 years of experience, guys, book today because spots are going quick, and for $199, that is a 1 hour photo shoot. I take 30 shots of your truck or your car right out there at the beautiful, awesome stockyards. That's right, guys. We're doing a professional photo shoot right down at the stockyards, and you're getting, for that price, you're getting an awesome 11 by 14 print for free. And the photo shoot is $199. Normally, it's $199 an hour, 2 hour minimum. So normally you're at $400. $199, that's 200 plus 200, 400. So normally it's like, for a 2 hour photo shoot, it's $490 or $400. Sorry about that, $400. So anyways, this special, take advantage of it. $199 for a photo shoot right down in the awesome stockyards. And to be honest and transparent with you guys, that is my go-to spot for photo shoots. I love shooting down at the stockyards because you can shoot in multiple different areas. There is so many different angles you can go down there and shoot, and it is freaking it's awesome and amazing, guys. Let me take and see if I can. I'm getting red overloaded here in the group. Let's see here if I can fix the audio on that. Let's see, hold on, let's go. Where is the audio is right there. We're getting red lined here. See if I can bring that back. That I think is awesome. Anyways, guys, we're not live. We are recorded. By the way, guys, we are recording on the podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? On C10 America Talks. Hey, what's up? It is Wednesday, September 10th. We're at 4:58 a.m. right here in the studio. That is so cool. Anyways, guys, if you are not signed up to our magazine, you might want to jump on board. Head over to www.c10americamagazine.com and get signed up. If you're not a member, guys, get signed up for $10, only $10. But guess what? If you are a member, we have a deal for you guys. If you're a member, you're going to be able to go to the website and you're going to put in a promo code that we give you. and you're gonna be able to get signed up for not $10, but $5 for a freaking year. We are a downloadable digital online magazine. We're not print anymore. Me and Dad did that for like about probably 5-6 years in print, and we did that already. So when we took a step back from the print magazine, we put that up on the shelf to focus more on C10 America. And boy, let me tell you, I am glad that we did focus on C10 America. It seems like the truck guys and gals, they're a different breed of folks out there, and they're very, very kind, very awesome. If you've gone to pretty much any truck show out there, it's almost like one big family out there, and that is so cool, so awesome, like a family type atmosphere, if you will, out there, and it is so cool. I remember walking around at shows, like for example, I was out there at C10s in the park, put on by Terry Hill, right out there at the park. I can't pronounce the park. It starts with a G, but it's out there in Waxahachie, Ganzinder, I don't know, something park, and they've been doing it for a long time. Let me tell you, but that show seems like it keeps on growing and growing each and every year. But we're out there, and just trying to shoot, trying to take, do interviews, and guys, I gotta tell you, the first couple years that I went to C10s in the park, it was pretty cool out there. There was a lot of trucks, but yet it was set up in a way that the vendors had their area, the trucks had their area, and the spectators were able to walk down vendor row, and get by easier and stuff like that. Well, anyways, I went last year, and dude, I could not shoot half of the trucks out there, and that was due in fact because there was so many trucks out there. They were parked by the vendor. They were parked where us spectators would walk by, and all that. And the previous years, it looked more organized, out there, but I don't know if it just grown that much, and they want to pack as many trucks in there as they can, and to me that's almost like a fire hazard, and I don't know, don't call me a fire marshal or anything, but last year that thing was so packed, and this year it's like I think September 20th. I wanted to go this year. I'll see if I can. I need to go to the doctors and all that. Probably, I think on the 18th, I should be, okay, by then. But anyways, yeah, that show is freaking huge. It seems like it's growing each and every year. Anyways, I'm gonna put a call out uh, to you guys on this YouTube. You can contact me if you're interested at send me an email or comment here on the YouTube. Excuse me. You can either comment or email whatever you guys, excuse me, whatever you guys think out there. It's Texas Rich at C10 America Magazine.com. Texas Rich at C10 America Magazine.com. Go ahead and contact me right there or right down here in right down here, guys, and the YouTube. So anyways, guys, if I can, I want to talk to you a little bit. This is C10 America Mornings right here on YouTube. Everybody just getting up right now, maybe getting ready to go to work, start your day. Matter of fact, I want to tell you a little quick story, if I can, here on the YouTube. You guys see my recording sign right behind me up on the wall there? Recording, it's turned off. Well, it started a couple of days ago. I believe in God. I talk about God and Jesus all the time. I love God. I love Jesus. I will not stop talking about God and Jesus. If you have a problem with God and Jesus, that's your problem. You got to deal with it. We don't have an issue with that. We love our Savior. We love our God. So there, I said it. But that recording sign, couple of days ago, came on by itself. But you need to know the backstory on that. A day before I had the issues with that recording sign, I was having a okay, mediocre, day and all that. And I said a prayer to God, and I said, God, all this stuff that I'm doing here, with you praying, speaking your name, your son Jesus' name and all that. I want to know if what I'm doing is, right. I want to know if, what I'm doing is, kind of up to speed, so to speak. And I'm, God, if you can, I'm like dumb in, certain things and all that. Would you show me a sign, God? If you can't show me a sign. Well, okay, the very next day, I was in here during the day. The recording line was off, okay? It was totally off. It was off pretty much all day. I went to have dinner with the wife, Miss Terry, out there in the dining room, and we're out there having dinner, and then I'm you know what? I need to finish up some work. I'm headed back into the studio, so I come back in the studio, and I go to sit down, and that recording light comes on. Okay, that recording light it comes on by a push button. Okay, you push it to go on, you push it to go off. It is plugged in. The only way it goes on, if you push it on, it goes on. There is no timer on it. I'm not BSing you guys. There is no timer, nothing on it. It is plugged in. You push it to go on, you push it to go off, right? Okay, I've been getting in here and doing my YouTube video at 5 o'clock. No problem. All right, no problem. Yesterday, I come in that back door at 5:01, and I go to sit down here, and that recording light comes on. Now, the day before, I turned everything on. I started rolling tape at 5 o'clock, right? That light, I had turned that light off after, that one, night. Okay, I thought it was a fluke. I thought it just, happened. I thought maybe something, maybe I turned it on. I did not touch it. I did not turn it on. I'm not, saying something that is not true, guys. And it was weird. It made all the hairs on my arms stand up. And it was weird. So anyways, yesterday, I'm doing my Facebook 2-hour long live, which I'm doing today at 9 o'clock Central Time over on, Facebook. So if you're not a member, go become a member today. Help us grow, that group over on, Facebook. Anyways, I started doing it live. Well, anyways, my buddy Roller, aka Roller Jeff from Colorado, rolling with Roller and Derek, seen here on YouTube over on Facebook. We're talking, on the phone. I came up with the T-shirt, that said, all I need is 3 things. I need my God, my faith, and my C10 truck. Okay, my God, my God, my faith, and my C10 truck. We're talking on the phone, and Jeff saw, well, you know what? We should make a song out of that. And he's a very talented songwriter, and so with me giving him the title of the song, and then Jeff's writing ability, and Jeff don't sing, I don't sing, I write a little bit, he writes better than I do, and so with me, with him, and the help of AI, we created this awesome song, and it's called 3 things I need. My God, my faith, and my C10 truck. And so we started doing this collaboration, and he had got the whole song done in one day, and he sent it to me, in the morning, yesterday, in the morning, before I go live at 9 o'clock. He knows I go live. So, anyways, I go to play a little clip of, that song for people in, the group. Mind you guys, I am live people are watching me in my group. So I'm going live. Well, as I go live, as I do these YouTube videos, I see, on the back wall, right back there, like I do right now, I see all the brick, that orange shirt back there, everything, yada, 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 all that, right? It's good. Well, right after I start playing that song, that recording light goes on. Right after, check this out. Look, all the hairs on my arms are standing up. I kid you not. Every time. Why does this happen? Look, they're up on both freaking arms. Oh my God. I do not know why that happens. But the only thing I can think about and the only thing I can understand is, what? God and Jesus are listening to me, and they are answering me. Not in a normal way somebody would say, yeah, hey, answer. But I specifically asked God to show me a sign. And that right there, boys and girls of all ages, guys and gals, that right there was my sign. The recording light coming on. The recording light, you got to turn it on by pushing a button. Excuse me. You got to push that same button. Excuse me. Turn that button, or turn that light on with the push of a button. Turn that light off with a push of a button. So pretty much, I'm gonna call it what it is, and it's an answer to what I asked, the day before. So that right there, that recording light, it's plugged in. It's good to go. Normally, whenever I am recording, I'll go up to it and I'll click it on, just so everybody knows, we're recording. Sometimes, I'll forget to, turn it off and, or turn it on, and stuff like that. But as I sit here in front of you, I haven't turned that thing on. I've turned that thing off. I turned it on one time, like last week, to check and see, if it was still working, and then I turned it off. That's it. Far as me turning that light on, it was last week. I turned it on to check it, and then I turned it right off. So that is, so cool. And I just have to explain it and, say it was, God talking back to me and tell me, that, He hears me. And I know what I'm doing is, I have the blessings of, God and Jesus, up there. And, so pretty much, why am I telling you guys this? It's a C10 magazine, C10, America, Facebook page, YouTube page, brand, all that, magazine, all that. Well, I'm telling you that because that story right there needed to be told, because there is so many people out there that are struggling with God and Jesus, and when you don't think he is listening to you, you know he is listening to you. Maybe not in your time frame. He's working on his own, time frame. He don't work on our time frame. He is God. He works on his own. And so I just had to get on here, kind of share, my story. And I was all like in awe, about it. Like, what is the reason for this? I'm trying to find all these reasons to kind of, put away, the reason that is right there standing in front of, my face, guys. And that is because God spoke to me through that recording side. Because that's what I do every morning. My job is recording content for you guys. Whether or not it's here on YouTube or over there on Facebook. I've been recording videos for 10 years, but I've been really focused on, C10 America for 2.5 years. Okay? Me and Dad moved here to, Texas 10 years ago with, Mom, and me and Dad were taking care of, Mom. God bless Mom's soul. She had to go home. But you know what? She is up there with all my uncles, all my aunts, everybody up there that came before us, and they are looking down, at us, and they love, what they see, and they love that, our group is growing, our brand is growing, all that stuff. And by the way, guys, our group is a family-friendly magazine group and YouTube channel. So, anyways, we believe in being positive. We are not negative. We don't talk down to anybody in our group. We don't talk down to anybody out there at the shows. Anyways, it is what it is. It's an awesome group. You treat others the way you want to be treated. Now, I know there is some other brands out there. I won't say names, but I know some other brands out there. They make a living on putting some things on t-shirts that I think shouldn't be on a t-shirt. But who am I? That is their prerogative to do that. I'm not saying nothing about it. I know we're not doing that, and we don't have a part in that, and we never will, and we won't. We do have. Let me see here. I gotta turn this here. Man, I got so much stuff, right here, guys. Maybe I'll keep that for tomorrow. And the live. Hey, real quick, guys. Real quick. Anyways, I'm looking for some awesome decals from you guys and gals out there. What we're doing we're doing Project Podcast Table. And Project Podcast Table, let me write that down. I love, the name. I can promote it like that. Project. How do you spell project? Project Podcast. Table. T-A-B-L. All right, we're doing what is called, we just coined the phrase. We're doing Project Podcast Table, and what that is, guys, we have a 4-foot table. If you're out there on the podcast C10 America Talks, hey, what's up, guys? We know you're still out there. We see you, and we did not forget about you. We know you're up there, and we see all the sound waves going across the screen, so we know we're still alive. We're still recording. We're not live, we're recording. Anyways, we are recorded on the podcast, so if you guys here in YouTube want to listen to that awesome podcast, head over to Spotify, and later on today you'll be able to hear this and many other podcast episodes, which should be up later on today. So that is so awesome. But anyways, back to Project Podcast. We need your stickers, your decals, stickers laying around, the shop, laying around the garage, the man cave, the garage mahal, the she shed, all these parts you guys and gals order for, your trucks and what have you, and the parts you get, they normally send you decals or stickers or whatever like that. We need your decals from you, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason why is we're taking that table back there and we're sanding the whole tabletop. We're making a brand new tabletop that will be applied to the table out of plywood. It'll be a 4-foot sheet of plywood I measured 46.5 inches wide, right? So I'll have that cut for it, and then I'll be sanding the crap out of the wood, so the wood is very, very smooth. Then we're taking your decals that you send into us, and we're putting decals all over it. By the way, we got some decals here. I want to say a big shout out to my dad, Richard Pierce. He sent over some decals. We have more in the box here, but these are Chevy truck decals. We got tons of these here. I want to say a big shout out to our buddy Shane Hammond right out there. Sent these in. Get out and drive. Get out and drive. There's a Get Out and Drive podcast out there. I wanted to say a big shout out to Iron Carriers. Iron Carriers, you guys out there rock. We love you guys. I sent you guys an email, thank you last night. You will be, today's featured spotlight featured sponsor of the live over on Facebook at 9 o'clock. So check that out. And then I had to say, big shout out to Jay Pruitt over at Trucks USA. That is classic truckbedparts.com. Classic truckbedparts.com. Right here, Jay is, awesome cat, man. He's sending us some awesome decals right here. And so all these decals are going on, the back table back there. Big shout out to our buddy Scott Stout right down there in Snyder, Texas. Let's see here. Big shout out to our buddy over in the Facebook group, Brad Gardner. Thank him out there. I want to thank the guys from the Rat Pack car show right down there in Snyder. That would be Dale Turnbow and David Molina right down there. That is so awesome. Then Shane Hammond sent us a decal here. His new car club he started, Classic Customs Car and Truck Club, established 2024. Then we get a little note from Shane. It says, Rich, thank you for everything you do for the trucking community, Shane H. So that's freaking awesome right here. Shane, we love it. We love, C10 trucks and, everything. So, and then big shout out to, to Alan, to Dan Jackson right here, and his son, Anthony Jackson. So that is awesome. And by the way, guys, do you see that little spark plug on the wall back there? We got that from a roller out of Colorado, Parker, Colorado. By the way, roller, a.k.a. Jeff, rolling with Roller and Derek here on YouTube, over on Facebook. He has a new podcast coming out. He has about 15 more days, and it goes live. It'll be Pedal to the Metal. Pedal to the Metal podcast. That is, awesome. Watch for it and check it out. Anyways, I need to say a big shout out to Jesse Scott right here. Jesse Scott is, the one that builds, those lights. He builds other kind of lights. I'm gonna probably have Jesse build me some, other, lights and all that for, my studio. Me and Terry, the wife, we do plan on moving here. Hopefully, see if we can in like 3-4 more, months and all that, and get gone, get moved. We are, by the way, we are getting married this year. Yep, I'm getting married. We're getting married, this year after Thanksgiving. And thank you guys. And we're getting married. We want a new start, new venue, all that. We moved here to this apartment because we had to hurry up and get the place and all that. And so we got this place, and we didn't really want to be here, but you know what? We're here right now. So the other places we totally looked at, we want to be at, the other places. But Jesse Scott, let's see, Crafts and Creation Studio, www.jessescott.com, www.jessescott.com, 715 area code 721 5999 5999. And he is over on Facebook. I don't know if he's here on YouTube. He, might be. I'm not sure. Then a big shout out to Roller. He sent all these awesome decals, to us, and for Project Podcast Table. So we these are only the beginning decals. We need tons and tons of more decals to put all over that tabletop right back there. We're doing a 5-part series of videos, so we're gonna show you guys that we're doing that table right back there. The first one, we'll do a video of me sanding the table, getting it all ready, all prepped. Number 2 video will be applying the decals all over it. That'll be number 2. Number 3 will be doing the polyurethane on it, all that stuff. And I think, what did I say, number 5? No, we'll do 4. And then, the last one is, after everything is done, we're going to bring it back into the studio, put the tabletop on it, and get it, get it good to go. Pardon me. Get it, good to go. So, if you guys out there have any, awesome, decals that you want to send in, that would be so, so cool. And then you guys saw the little ad that said, I need a professional photo shoot right when you come in to watch our video. Anyways, anybody that sends us any decals in, even one decal, we're gonna promote you or your company out there. So pretty much, I know some people are saying, hey, why do you charge for your decals? And we have to send our decals to you for free. Well, no, I am paying you for your decals. I'm just doing it in a different way. I'm not paying you cash money for your decals. What I'm doing is, everybody that sends in decals, even one decal, we're going to advertise you or your company or your business in that ad that I put up that you saw before you came in. I'm making you guys a sponsor of, the day. So I'm doing that over on Facebook, and I'm doing that here on YouTube. Sponsor of, the day starts at 300, bucks, and that is, we talk about you on all our social media, and we come live in the group over there on Facebook. Over there we have 68, check it out, we have 68.9 thousand people over on, the Facebook page. We put your ad up there first. And so it gets all these eyeballs on it for 20 minutes before we go live. The show starts at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, but we go live 20 minutes before. So I think that's probably, 40 after. That would be, if we're going to 9 live, that would be 8:40. At 8:40, we put up your ad. So for 40 minutes, people are seeing your ad right, there. So don't worry, if you only send in one decal, there's one more decal that we need to finish, that table back there. We're gonna be like so transparent on that table back there. We're gonna be doing videos as we're doing the table, so you can see it when your decal gets applied to, that table right back there. And then we'll start you off on, the Facebook, because we have, all the members, over there. And then we're going to put people here on the YouTube. So it'll be $300 to have your ad seen, on YouTube and over on, Facebook. Or, if you guys pay, a little more, maybe double that, we'll put your ad here on the YouTube and over on, Facebook. So you get 2 spots, if that's worth it to you guys, and, all that. And by the way, guys, over on YouTube, we're on YouTube, over on Facebook, we take and we do just like we're doing now. We're recording on our podcast, right now. So, if you want to hear this, you're at work, you can't watch, but you can hear us. That's why we do a podcast. And so you guys can hear it, if you can't watch it, you can hear it. We do that over on, Facebook as well. So, but we're live over there, and then we record on, the podcast. So pretty much we're doing 2 videos and 2 podcasts a day. Now, Monday through Friday, we only do, the lives on Facebook, Monday through Friday. But Monday through Sunday, we do the podcast and the YouTube videos, because we can put the YouTube videos up whenever. The lives, we have to go live at, that certain time that we gave. So anyways, guys, we're at 5:42. I'm gonna keep this 1 hour, and then at 6 o'clock, then I'm gonna cut this off. But real quick, anyways, guys, I want to show you some of our decals. We made an awesome sticker pack over at the website www.c10americamagazine.com, www.c10americamagazine.com. You can head over there, get a sticker pack for $10. And I tell you what, I'm feeling good, this morning until 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time here in Texas. Right now it's 5:43 a.m. at 6 o'clock p.m. Anybody that goes over and buys a sticker pack, we're gonna sign you up to the magazine absolutely free. And I tell you what, you go over, you get a sticker pack, we're gonna sign your friend up for free too. So you and your friend get a free sign up. All you need to do is get a sticker pack. In that pack, you get a C10 America Stars decal. You get, the one that started everything right here, C10 America. I love this one. It is called The Wings Across America right here. Let's see here. We're giving you two C10 America Stars decals right there. And then we're giving you the C10 America Square Body decal. Little transparency for you. I'll be up to speed. I'll be transparent with you guys, truthful, all that. This truck we did not design. We have somebody online. There's a little website or a company. They do artwork. They did the artwork for us right here. I'll get the name of the artwork of the platform that does that, so they can be a sponsor too. But we bought the rights to it, to use it for, C10 America. We had it designed with the colors we wanted, all that stuff. So we own, this right here. So I wanted to get on here and kind of tell you, about, that, and, what have you. Anyways, real quick, and we're going to go ahead and totally get out of, here. If you can, bear with us for a minute. I want to run down some t-shirt ideas, with you guys. We have our new t-shirt site. Let me show you here. Tell you, it is fourthwall.com. Fourthwall.com clothing site. So head over to fourthwall.com. Look for me, Rich Arthur. My account over there, Rich Arthur. I need to change that to C10 America. But anyways, I wrote down some ideas for t-shirts. This one says C10 Loving Patriots. This one is beautiful to my ears. Now, if you don't get that, I understand, but I get that. A lot of us guys and gals, C10 lovers, we have, that awesome exhaust on our truck, and we'll get in for a Sunday afternoon cruise. We'll turn the radio off and wind down the windows and just cruise, the back road. So that's freaking awesome. We love the wind of, the motor, the engine going down, the road and all that. Anyways, we have heart and hustle. What drives us right here? If you guys can hang on, let's see. We're gonna take a brief timeout. I think I hear, my phone in, the other room ringing. It's very, very quiet, very silent. If you guys can hold on for, a moment, and we'll go get that phone, and then we'll be right back. Hang on for a sec. Hey, what's up, guys? We are back. I had to go take that phone call. I don't know why they're calling this earlier. We're 2 until 6. Or no, we're 57. After 5. So we have still a little time to go. But anyways, Heart and Hustle will be on a t-shirt. On the back it'll say Heart and Hustle. That's what drives us right there. And then let's see, this one is from a roller right out there in Parker, Colorado. It says, don't dream your dreams, drive your dreams. Don't dream your dreams, drive your dreams. Let's see here. One that I came up with, we're gonna do our our line for little kiddos out there. By the way, I saw a video a couple of days ago. I think it was over on Facebook, where two young girls are probably 5 or 6, and they were working on let's see here, get this hey guys, we're back on C10 America Talks. We had to go take a telephone call, but we're right back now. We're continuing to record here in YouTube and on the podcast. So no, guys, we did not forget about you guys up there listening. So we had to take a brief moment, time out, and then get right back here. So anyways, guys, we're gonna be launching a little kids t-shirt line, and I came up with this idea for a t-shirt for a little kids a line, and this is Daddy's Flashlight Crusader. Daddy's Flashlight Crusader. So that is freaking awesome. Then yesterday through a live, on a live, I came up with this. This is We Don't Do Negative. We don't do negative. Then C10 America logo right down below. And then here's another one for a little kids t-shirt. It's a C10 Master in Training. C10 Master in Training. That is, awesome. Then let's see here. We're at 6 o'clock. We're going to just go 6:05. Raised right, slammed low. Raised right, slammed low. We have this one that Fueled by Faith and WD-40. Fueled by Faith and WD-40. How about this one? Chrome don't shine without the light. Chrome don't shine without, the light. We're gonna try. We couldn't do it yesterday, but I want to take and try and get this shirt up. Today, Jiminy Christmas, folks. That's one awesome, C10. Excuse me. And then came up with this one. I just wrote it down with my chicken scratch. It says, being square is cool. Being square is cool. So that is awesome. Then I wrote down, how about this? being inspired, all that with our t-shirt slogans, ideas, designs, all that. Here's one. It says, be unique, be different, stand out. Be unique, be different, stand out. And then came up with this one, having a bad day. And this is, if it ain't one thing, it's 10 more. If it ain't one thing, it's 10 more. And how many folks out there, when you're having a bad day and one thing goes wrong, it's almost like, 10 more things end up going wrong. And it's because you had one thing go wrong. Everything seems like, it's going wrong. Well, I had that. Roller had that yesterday, and I think we all do at some time, or we all have at some time. Anyways, my buddy Bobby C over in the group over there, he said, action creates results. Action creates results. That is so true. That's awesome. And let's see, yeah, that's t-shirt idea. Then our buddy Scott Stout from right down there in Snyder, Texas, which he has a new show coming out, a new car show coming out. So that would be awesome. He came up with the first idea for, the saying, dream it, build it, drive it. And by the way, if you guys want to get in on our C10 America t-shirts, I'll tell you how. All you need to do is contact us. And I know you guys have a saying, or you said, something at your shop, in your garage, and you want it on a t-shirt, contact us. If we choose it, we'll put it on one of our t-shirts, and we're gonna put down below dash your name, so everybody's gonna know that you said that. If you can, keep it PG rated. Anything that gets sent to us and it's like R rated, or it should not be, a saying on a t-shirt that we feel, we're not gonna use it. We'll contact you back and say thank you, but no thank you. But if you want to get your saying on a C10 America t-shirt, then go ahead and put a comment right down in the section here on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, contact us over on Facebook, all that cool stuff. Let's see here. Let me get this ready. I gotta get all this stuff ready because I'm going live, at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So if you guys want to, go watch us go live, we're at 6:06. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably get off here, guys. But we love each and everybody out there. You have a great day. Stay golden, punny boy. That was in one of my late great awesome movies. That was in that Outsiders. Everybody was in that movie. Tom Cruise was in it. J. Thomas Howell was in it. I think Emilio Estevez was in there. Rob Lowe. You know, dude, just a lot of stars came out of that movie. That is awesome. Anyways, guys, if you need a professional photo shoot, contact us right down below. You'll see that ad here in mere moments before we get out of here. Remember, guys, it is $199. Normally we charge $199 per hour. This is just $199 for the hour. Boom. That's all she said. That's all she wrote. For that $199, what you get a 1 hour photo shoot with me, yours truly. You get 30 shots taken, and you get a free 11 by 14 metal print, all for $199. And then we take and we'll put your photos for you. You choose, the photos you want, and we throw them on a thumb drive for you. So for that $199, you're getting an hour photo shoot. You're getting your 25 of the best photos you want right here, and 5 high def photos. So that makes 30 photos right here. We have the 30 high def photos, don't have a copyright on them, but the 25 photos have our watermark on them, and that's right on the bottom corner of the photo. If you don't want our watermark on the photo, you can always purchase the rights to the photos that we take, and all that stuff. So on behalf of everybody here in the studio at C10 America, we love you guys, and we love you up there on the podcast C10 America Talks, and we'll do our darndest to get this put up for you guys later on. So we love you guys. Have a safe, sane day. Keep it classic, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. We love you guys. All right, let's try that again. Take care. We love you guys. We'll see you soon.